Let's get you caught up with the very latest information. Here's what we know so far. There is a single-digit number of people in Jacksonville being monitored by the state for the coronavirus. Overall, 184 people are being monitored statewide right now. As of today, 23 people in Florida have been tested for the virus. In the last hour, Governor DeSantis said the state is doing all it can to minimize the spread of the virus.
We do anticipate that more will test positive, and we have taken additional actions to help contain the virus's spread.
Now, so far, the two possible positive cases of COVID-19 are in Manatee and Hillsborough counties here in Florida. Action News Jax has live team coverage breaking down what you need to know this noon and separating fact from fiction. We begin with Action News Jax Paige Kelton in the newsroom. Paige, the governor says that we should all be prepared for more people possibly testing positive.
That's right. That's health experts say we will see more cases, but stress that most people who get the virus will experience symptoms just like the flu and will recover without any problems. Like the flu, this strain of the coronavirus is hard on the elderly and those with compromised immune systems. There are a lot of unknowns about this strain of the virus. They call it COVID-19. Because of that, anyone suspected of having it should contact the Florida Health Department. Governor DeSantis is stressing that point, that if you meet the criteria and believe you may have the virus, don't just go to your doctor's office.
If you look at this virus, the vast majority of people who acquire it will not require hospitalization. And so if you work through your local provider or county health department, rather than showing up at an urgent care center, that will help with the resources for other needs.
And it's important to stay calm. We're here to provide you the facts that you need to stay informed. The governor will give another update in just a couple of hours, 2 o'clock, and you can see that live right here in the newsroom. Paige Kelton, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
And Action News Jax Ben Becker picks up our team coverage. Ben, you spoke to the city's chief administrative officer about the people being monitored here in Duval County.
And Lorena, we had that conversation about 2 hours ago, and this is what I found out here inside City Hall. Brian Hughes told me, and as we mentioned a little bit earlier, that about a single-digit amount of people in Jacksonville are being monitored for the coronavirus right now. Again, a single-digit number of people. That's partly due to their previous travels and symptoms. Doesn't mean they have it. Again, they're just being monitored for it. He also tells me the Emergency Operations Center, the EOC, is meeting every week. It could expand to every day if necessary. And he adds the Department of Health is monitoring these people.
The Department of Health has them stay home and encourages them to do daily check-ins related to their health, if they're exhibiting fever, if anything's changed in their health status.
And ahead at 5 to 6, I'm looking into how the school district and other government agencies are monitoring the coronavirus to help keep you safe. Reporting live downtown, Ben Becker, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
These are the numbers from the virus activity over the last month. I want to show you January 20th, as you can see right here on the far right-hand side. That is when the virus really started picking up worldwide. There were 282 cases in one day. But look at this spike in February 13th. You can see right here, this red bar. 15,000 confirmed cases were reported. This is the same day the U.S. found a case in Texas. But this is important. I want to show you this because this is the silver lining of it all. Take a look at the progression of the green bar right here. Off to the right-hand side of the screen, you can see more people are recovering from the virus than being diagnosed.
And Lorena, the U.S. is increasing restrictions for travelers coming back into the country from Iran, South Korea, and Italy. Action News Jax Courtney Cole picks up our live team coverage from the Jacksonville International Airport, now in North Jacksonville. And Courtney, in the last 45 minutes, you've been learning what this means for local travelers.
Now, spring break is coming up as well as the players, and that means that we're going to see a lot more people coming in and out of Jacksonville Airport, International Airport. Now, I did speak to the spokesperson within the last hour here at the airport, and he told me they will now have additional hand sanitizer available for travelers. But if you're coming here, you won't see any other changes besides that. He says there will be no additional screening or testing. But we did hear today at the governor's press conference that if you have returned from China, Northern Italy, South Korea, or Iran within the last 14 days, the state surgeon general is asking that you stay home and just monitor your health for 14 days. The CDC is also advising that you take your temperature with a thermometer twice a day. Now, some of you watching just may be wondering, you've had a trip planned. Do I need to cancel my travel plans? And the CDC, they are keeping us posted. They have notices on their website that let you know and explain the risks involved with certain areas. Right now, the only areas they have listed on their website include China, Iran, South Korea, Italy, and Japan. And now we're working to separate fact from fiction when it comes to the coronavirus and just how long it can live on different surfaces. And we'll have that for you coming up on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting live at the Jacksonville International Airport, Courtney Cole, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
And now let's take a look at the coronavirus dashboard. This tells the story here. So when we talk about worldwide cases, total confirmed, we have 89,253. When you're talking about total deaths, that stands at 3,048 people. And when it comes to how many people have recovered, 45,175. And that number continues, by the way, to grow faster than the new cases.
According to the CDC, you can prevent the coronavirus by avoiding close contact with people who are sick. You should also stay home if you feel sick. Researchers are also saying to cover your cough or your sneeze with a tissue and then throw that tissue in the trash. If you don't have a tissue, cough or sneeze into your elbow. Stay tuned for our live team coverage on the coronavirus coming up tonight at 5. Action News Jax is digging into virus testing and vaccine pushes, price gouging claims for hand sanitizer, and also asking the school districts what's being done to keep kids safe and healthy.
Right now, a number of students at one local middle school are headed to the principal's office. They're being questioned by police about a pepper spray incident that sent dozens of kids to the hospital. Action News Jax showed you first responders at Highlands Middle School Friday. They transported 41 students for treatment. New this noon, Action News Jax Beth Russo gives us a look at the added security on campus today.
Parents here at Highlands Middle School tell me that drop-off went normally this morning until students passed that police car and got just beyond that brick wall. That's where we saw security checking backpacks. Juanita Human's son is back at Highlands Middle for the first time since chaos involving pepper spray broke out at the school Friday.
My son was one of the ones that went to the hospital.
Action News Jax showed you first responders taking 41 students to local hospitals when the school district says pepper spray was dispersed in the gym during 7th grade PE.
They're supposed to be checking them today, and they're supposed to be going through metal detectors.
Human says she's happy to hear about the added safety measures on campus, but she's still upset about the confusion when it came to notifying parents.
I was in the front office for at least 30 minutes, and I asked twice if my son was transported, and both times they told me no.
The mom tells me that's not the story she got when she called her 7th grader's cell phone, and a lieutenant said they were already at the hospital.
I said, so in other words, you've already been gone for at least 25 to 30 minutes. And I've been in the front office this whole time. That's what made me mad.
Right now I'm talking to parents about the protocol they say they'd like to see in place district-wide should an incident like this ever happen again. I'll have that part of the story all new on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting this afternoon, Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
New at noon, the man who police say ran his truck through a GOP tent is pleading not guilty. Action News Jax told you last month about that crash at the Walmart on Atlantic at the Kernan Village Center. No one was hurt. Gregory Tim will be due back in court for a pretrial hearing on March 18th.
Action News Jax is your official Jaguar station, home of the Jags. And the Jags' top off-season priority is tweeting about his lack of interest in signing an extension. So today, the standout defensive end, Yannick Ngakoue, said that he no longer has any interest in signing a long-term contract with the team. He posted on his Twitter page earlier saying, quote, the Jaguars are aware I no longer have interest in signing a long-term contract in Jacksonville. I'm thankful for the journey and look forward to continuing my career elsewhere. number 91. Well, that move could force Jacksonville to place the franchise tag on him and possibly trade him if the team decides that's what it wants to do. We'll keep an eye on this and bring you more as we learn it.
Early voting has taken off in Camden County, and this year the elections office is rolling out its new voting machines. Action News Jack's Alicia Tarancon looked into the concerns involving privacy with those new machines.
Some of the concern with the new Georgia voting machines are these giant touchscreens. Activists were worried that you might be able to see who a person votes for, and that violates privacy laws. The Camden County Supervisor of Elections office tells us there are more than 38,000 registered voters in Camden County. Today, voters had the chance to see how the new Georgia voting machines work.
Very private, very secluded. They had really tall boards up, so you couldn't see anything to your left or your right.
It was privacy walls around it. Now, when you cast your ballot, it was just like sliding into a copy machine.
You hand your ID to the poll worker who will scan it. You can double check the screen to make sure all your information is correct. Most voters we spoke with say it was easy.
All you had to do was go in, put your card in, punch the ballot you wanted, and up it came.
When you finish filling out your digital ballot, you get a printed copy and you can cast your vote. Georgia lawmakers last year passed a law providing for a new voting system to replace the paperless touchscreen machines that have been in use since 2002.
I think it's a little bit more streamlined, and it makes me feel confident that it's going through because I actually get a paper printout and I can see who I voted for and what's going through, so I know for a fact that it's being counted.
And coming up at 5, the Camden County Supervisor of Elections office shows us how these new voter machines actually help protect a person's privacy. Reporting in Camden County, Alicia Tarancon, CBS47, Action News Jax.
And from the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Biedenball. Got a lot of sunshine mixed with some clouds. Temperatures mild in the 70s. How warm we go this afternoon when we see 80 degrees. And then tracking a big cool down after a storm system. That's in your First Alert 7-day forecast.
Thousands of tech jobs could be coming to Georgia. Coming up, how Google is planning to make it happen.
Plus, a group of Florida middle schoolers are working on an exciting year-long class project. The special creations by these young innovators.
What to watch tonight, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
A bill making importing and selling shark fins illegal is being discussed by state lawmakers today. Supporters say Florida is a popular place for the shark fin trade, with Miami being one of the biggest importers. Right now, shark finning is illegal in Florida, but only if you're removing shark fins out at sea. It's legal for fishermen to land sharks with their fins attached, then remove and sell the fins later. Scientists estimate that 73 million sharks killed each year are used to make shark fin soup.
Thousands of jobs could be coming to the Peach State thanks to a new initiative by Google. The company is looking to invest more than $10 billion into data centers and offices. Georgia is just one of 11 states getting the boost. Google says thousands of jobs will be created, including roles within the company as well as the local community around them.
And talk about thinking outside the box. Take a look at this. A group of Florida students are taking their education out of the classroom and right into the future. Take a look at this robot here. This is just one of their many inventions. That's a robotic hall monitor named Bob. And there's more where that came from. The students at Lockhart Middle School have also built electric cars and planes as part of their year-long class project.
It used to be just paperwork, you know, when we would be reading textbooks, but they're making a lot of the curriculum a lot, like, hands-on.
I love that. And this school is in Orlando, by the way. The projects are funded through grants from Lockheed Martin and Duke Energy, all meant to promote STEM education.
For our local students, the third annual Tanika's Books for Kids Drive is underway. It runs through March 14th, and here's what we're asking you to do. Donate books by dropping off new and like-new books at any Jacksonville Public Library for kids. You can also donate online through a special Amazon link. We've made it easy for you so the books can be shipped directly to the library. For more information, go to actionnewsjax.com/family-focus.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Hope you're having a great day so far. Here's a nice time lapse from this morning here in St. Augustine Beach on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network. It really tells a story of some cloud cover early in the day and then some sunshine here at noon and just after noon as well. That's allowing our temperatures to rise into the 70s and mid-70s in Jacksonville already. We're at 76 degrees at noon at the International Airport, upper 60s at Brunswick, mid-70s St. Augustine, low 70s and Folkestone to McClinney, and will rise to the mid to upper 70s for today around Jacksonville here. You can see a few puffy cumulus clouds. That's about it live on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network downtown. And there they are, also looking from space, taking a snapshot. There's those southerly winds coming up from south to north, giving us breezy conditions too, with an area of high pressure to our east. More clouds on the way though, but it will be a mainly dry afternoon. This rain staying up in Atlanta. So if you are connecting from Jacksonville into Atlanta through today, we will be seeing some showers there. Breezy though, you'll feel a few bumps leaving the airport, about 20 miles per hour out of the south right now, and that'll be continuing to be the case through the afternoon here in the hour-by-hour forecast. More of a southeasterly wind this afternoon at the beaches, but all in all, 10 to 15 and gusting to 20-plus miles per hour with the wind. Then the wind dies down this afternoon and into the evening, especially after sunset for you today. So hour by hour, it's going to be a mainly dry day. Isolated spotty sprinkle possible as we head through late tonight, especially north and west of Jacksonville. But it will be a dry overnight for the metro. We'll see some increasing clouds, mostly cloudy for southeast Georgia tomorrow. We'll likely see a few clouds diminish into partly sunny skies for Tuesday, but then we'll see rain move back in for Wednesday. In fact, in the hour-by-hour rainfall forecast from Waycross to Folkestone to even Glenn County and Brunswick, we'll see the rain increase along and north of I-10 into southeast Georgia for Wednesday and then into Thursday, our next storm system, which will be gathering steam tomorrow and into Wednesday. As we take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast, there's that rain on Wednesday for us locally. But as we look to the west, more areas of rain and even some thunderstorms will be coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, with potentially a few stronger thunderstorms as well into the afternoon and evening. Something we'll refine for you over the coming days here at the First Alert Weather Center, but just be mindful, Wednesday, Thursday, some rain moving back in depending on where you are. 80 degrees though tomorrow likely, and upper 70s for Wednesday. Then we cool back down by Friday. Behind that system will be mainly dry, or pretty much dry for your weekend as well. Chilly in the mornings with below average highs in the afternoon. You can always get this forecast any time of the day right there on the First Alert Weather app. And join meteorologist Stacy Garvilla beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
A feature aimed at helping law enforcement agencies is being removed off iPhones. The rules Apple says the developer violated.
Plus, better safe than sorry, the uptick in travel insurance coverage and what researchers are blaming the spike on.
Hey Jacksonville, a new segment called Local Steals and Deals is coming to CBS 47, and it's all about showing you new products at big savings. So grab your phone and text the word CBS 47 to phone number 65000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's CBS 47 to phone number 65000 and be the first to know.
The demands for travel insurance have surged amid the spread of the new coronavirus. According to travel insurance site Insure My Trip, there has been a 60% increase in policy sales since January 21st. That specifically includes cancel for any reason coverage, and that particular upgrade is the only option to cancel a trip due to the fear of getting ill.
Apple is disabling the facial recognition app Clearview AI for violating its distribution rules. Originally meant for law enforcement, Apple claims hundreds of companies have been encouraged to sidestep them by downloading this app. The feature connects pictures you upload to specific people using artificial intelligence. We'll be right back. Coming up on CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax at 5. A Ponte Vedra Beach mother murdered 39 years ago. Her case unsolved. Why her loved ones are blaming the state attorney's office for a lack of justice for the family.
And we're tracking a mild day in the mid to upper 70s. Partly sunny skies. 80 degrees tomorrow. Some rain Wednesday and Thursday.
We'll have a wonderful day.
Thank you for joining us. Phil will be back tomorrow.
That's right. Y&R's next.